guys, and I'm so tired. I am so incredibly tired right now, man. I wasn't too sure if I was gonna make it. I was not positive this review was gonna come out today. I apologize if you hear any talking in the back. There's just my family, because you know, it's like, woo, Sloan's back party kind of thing, and so, you know, they're all talking back out there, so apologies if you hear them being loud. With this episode of ReZero, we haven't had an episode this good since episode 7. I love this episode, and you guys already know. If you know me, then you probably know what I'm gonna say. You know, I'm gonna talk about that psychological aspect and how so well done it was. Just we meet this guy. He is the sloth bishop leader, as he calls himself, of the witch cult. Betelgeuse? It sounds like Beetlejuice to me, but I don't know. I'm just gonna call it from what I hear the Seiyus say his name. I'm gonna just call what I hear, but it sounds like they're trying to say Beetlejuice, but to play the safe side, I'm just gonna call him Betelgeuse. So, Betelgeuse. This crazy dude. You see, let me start from the beginning actually. I'll get to him in a second, but we start off the episode with Subaru. You know, he saw Rem's corpse, and then he keeps roaming around the rest of the village. Everyone's slaughtered. He even sees Rem dead. We don't know where Betty or Amelia or Roswell is. Subaru travels around more with the mansion and ends up in an ice room. Tries to open a door. His fingers end up getting burnt off because the ice is just that cold, and then he ends up freezing to death rather quickly. Subaru, he wakes up and turns out the safe point is back over at the Capitol, right in front of the Appa stand with Rem. Subaru is broken. His mental state, he didn't bounce back. We've seen him break down before, but he ends up bouncing back either within the next hour or so, but no, not this time. No, he was truly broken and was in Krush's care for a couple of days or so. So Rem takes Subaru, they're heading back over to the mansion. Then Rem feels something. She senses something wrong with her sister. And then we see that their dragon's head gets decapitated. And that's when they meet the cult. And Subaru, he's still going crazy, man. He's just screaming and has no idea what to do. He's not sane at the moment. He's not, which makes sense, man, after all the stuff he's been through and what he's currently going through. So now he's face to face with Betelgeuse. And Betelgeuse, he keeps on talking about sloth, which is, of course, as we all know, one of the 7 deadly sins, but he also mentions pride as well. He's just like, hey, are you pride? Which, by the way, the voice acting once again, just whoever was the person in charge of casting knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they wanted, they knew exactly who to get, and everything's on point. Betelgeuse, he keeps on bringing up sloth and how he's saying that he's being a sloth, saying how Rem was acting like a sloth and how Subaru was acting slothish as well. And, you know, he goes on, you know, evil villain speech and whatever, acting crazy and stuff. His movements and everything just, so out there. Are we gonna ignore the fact that he licked Subaru's eye? He didn't even blink or anything. No, just straight up, like this eyeball, like clean, just like. Are we just gonna ignore that? Yeah, we're not gonna acknowledge that. Okay. I guess we're just gonna move on from that. But Rem, that was messed up. That was too far, man. Okay, so dude has magic powers, obviously. He uses his powers on Rem and ends up, you know, choking her. But then, even though she's already dead, he twists her. He twists her limbs. I I noticed something. I know I cannot be the only one, but maybe I missed something. But, remember the episode? This was like, I'd say maybe 3-4 episodes back, when Ram and Subaru's mission was to chop off Rem's horn. And then they did, which is why she's sane again. Once the horn is chopped off, they are no longer a demon. That's what happened with Ram. Yet with Rem, she had her horn back and everything when she's using her powers. So what? I know we never saw Subaru chop off Rem's horn, but we assumed that he did, otherwise Rem wouldn't be back to normal again. Like I said, I probably missed something. This happens, you know, from time to time I do miss something. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. Rem should no longer be a demon. But anyway, even though she is supposed to be dead, Rem somehow moves. She drags herself along and uses the last bit of her magic to free Subaru and tells him to live. And he carries her, you know, Tokyo Ghoul style, Rude, and carries her out into the snow, only thinking about Betelgeuse and wanting revenge on him. And then that's when we see that giant monster and ultimately puts Subaru to sleep by another decapitation. Just a whole ending right there. Ooh, that was beautiful. The directing in that scene, good choice. Really good choice. Even though I was excited to hear the new ED, that was fine. Perfect. It just felt like a movie, honestly. So impactful. We saw the credits, you know, roll up, and we see the snow pile on top of Subaru and Rem's corpses. Bruh. So impactful. Again, just the directing in that scene. A1. End credits scene, we have Subaru back over at the save point with, you know, everything being okay, but instead of Subaru being broken, he has determination, vengeance in his eyes. Let's go. Let's go. Catch you tomorrow as I review all those other anime, because I just gotta sleep right now, so get ready for a spam of videos. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.